Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Detroit! Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the couch.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, here's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now. The football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this all... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. Play action. They'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is right through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting is inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
12. I said,
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Detroit!
the toss. Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bills on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be third and forever. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. This is Cohen on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. That good for 19 on a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Cohen. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They try again with Cohen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
15. Set. Line 80.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
12.
On 1st down, Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Let's go, 15. Hey, 4 down.
From the red zone now, Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And a loose football. And the Bills have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Smith. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go to Johnson again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Smith on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Smith. Underneath for Johnson. And now running right through it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin.